Pardon me, I'm just trying to imagine myself anywhere but here. Do what you do every time you have sex. Just try to forget the present moment. All these people going on and on about living in the moment. Don't you think that you're wasting a lot of time talking about stuff that you never get right? So it just turns into this obsession. When if you could just let it go, just accept that sometime you waste, yeah. Everybody wastes time. Just look around you. That's all that they do. They don't know how to do anything else. All they do is complain. And I suppose I do the same thing in a different kind of way. Maybe I should complain in some sort of interpretive dance. Or maybe I should bake a cake and have it say, get rid of immigrants, or something like that. I'm just kidding. I don't feel that way about immigrants, but you get the idea. I feel like if we're gonna complain, we should be a little bit more creative. That's all I'm saying. I promise I'm kidding. I work with a bunch of immigrants, and my mom's an immigrant. And if my mother hadn't adopted me, I would probably have bounced around in foster care and gotten raped by every single person there. So I think about that kind of shit a lot. I think about all I got, and that a lot of other people don't got back. And life isn't fair. Yeah, life isn't fair. Yeah, life isn't fair. And it's a lot easier to focus on what's not there than think about all that is. And if it ain't there, you could create it. I figured that out a long time ago. I just didn't know how to apply it. Because art is formulaic. To me, it's pretty stoic. I wish that it was more interesting. I'm a very emotional human being, so much so that I could qualify as 500 human beings combined into one. At least that's all in my head. And yes, we do it for fun. I wish this would translate better than it does. No matter how good I am, I could always be better. And I know that because the Lord reminds me that I shouldn't ever stop trying. Humility is a beautiful thing, but it does it feel warm and fuzzy? Humility is a beautiful thing, especially when you can't sing. That worked out well. That worked out better than anything else tonight. I think I'm listening to Tupac. I've been listening to him a lot lately. Streets of Death Row. It's a good song. Even though I know they used a fake saxophone for that shit. They had to, man. I should look that up. They used real instruments when making this album? Probably not. Anyway, let's see what time it is. 12:21. Isn't that exciting? Look at that beautiful ass flip phone. See that? That's a cool picture, isn't it? My friend Raj sent that to me. God is. God is. God is. Yes, He is. Say it. God is. You know, a lot of people, they worship their phones, though, man. The reason why I keep harping on this is because the book of Revelations talks about the mark on the hand, the mark on the forehead, right? I mean, I just always see, like, the phones in people's hands. Like, it's just something I can't not notice. It's like glued to their fucking hand. And most of them have a fucking watch, too. It's like, it's not enough to just have the phone. Now they have a watch that's attached to the phone. You know? Why wouldn't they get a chip inserted in them? If they're already, like, that obsessed with their little gadgets and shit. You know? Why wouldn't they get, like, contact lenses with, like, access to the internet? And, you know, what if they have, like, fingernail polish that, you know, it's like all this stuff, it's all gonna, like, relate back to that shit. Like, because it's not enough. One is never enough, you know? Like, everything's attached to something else. Everything is correlated, you know? Like, any crazy person could tell you that shit, but it's like all these normal ass people, these plebeian sheep, like, they just don't even understand, like, how fucked up that is, that it's just like they're so, like, they're so in tune with, like, whatever's, like, they think is important in relation to, like, the phone culture. It's not just internet culture, it's like the phone culture. So, like, whatever's happening on the phone, it's like, okay, don't worry, I got my little watch, like, I can check my watch. You know, it's just so weird. Like, I just don't understand, like, how people can't see that this is not positive for society. But, you know, who am I, right? I'm just some fucking whack job. So, maybe that should be, like, that should be my channel name. That should be, like, my alias. Just some fucking whack job. We are currently reading this right now. It's really good. It's really hard to read, though. I'll tell you that. Ronit's read it. My Jewish friend. She said that once you get it, she's like, you won't be able to stop. So I'm excited to get to that point, but I guess we'll just have to wait for that.